whatever. And apparently we are live. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here to youtube.com/DanielGuys412. I hope the audio is coming through clear. And I have to double check here, but if we are live, thank you all for tuning in here. Here we go. We are live. I got a special guest. He's back on the channel here. My good friend Matt Rossman. Matt, what is going on? Thank you for coming back on the channel here.
Thanks for having me back. Thanks for having me on the channel. Thanks for watching tonight's pay-per-view with me.
Awesome. So we just finished watching AEW All Out. If you guys are watching live, thank you. Be sure to comment in the live chat. It will be open throughout this entire video. We're going to be breaking down the main card, everything that happened on the show. Matt, with the show just going off the air here, I'll turn it over to you. What were your thoughts on the overall show? Did it meet your expectations, exceed expectations, not quite live up to them? Because I'm kind of at the point where I thought it was a good show, but I felt like maybe it didn't quite meet the expectations that I had for it.
I would agree. There were really good matches. There were some matches. Overall, it was just really long.
It was a long show.
It was a very long show. I'm beat. The crowd was beat, and at the main event, you could tell they were just drained. It was a long show.
It started, the pre-show, what time did that start? 7?
Started at 7, yeah.
So I got here at 8, so it was, almost 4 hours, which I think is too long for a paper. 3 hours or less, to me.
Yeah,
you get in, you get out. That's where the NXT TakeOver shows work.
Yeah.
They're a 3-hour clip. But I thought there was a lot. There was enough good on this show for me to give it. We'll talk about our grades at the end. I know what grade I'm going to give this show, but without further ado, let's dive right into it. What did you think of the opening match between SCU versus Luchasaurus? We had Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt. Jurassic Express, as they're being called now.
Fire. I love them. I love Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus is gold.
Beast.
This dude's he's going to be championship material.
One day he's going to have the belt.
He will have that belt. That's a WWE. That's a WCW.
Or the WWE WCW World Heavyweight Championship. But still, I like this belt.
Luchasaurus is gold, man. SCU's good. I love SCU.
Fun.
I love just about every tag team in AEW. But it was a great match. I thought it was a really good match. Luchasaurus really got to shine tonight.
Oh, I thought it looked good.
In the past pay-per-views, I felt like Jungle Boy kind of shined.
Had the shine, yeah.
But tonight, Luchasaurus he was on fire.
How about Marco's Stunt? Just going crazy throughout
this. 3'2".
He's short.
I love it, though. But I love it. But see, that's what I like about AEW. He would never get a look in WWE. Vince
no.
Immediately.
Hey, pal. You're too short, pal. You'll be Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. I love it. I love him just getting a chance, an opportunity to do what he loves to do. And he was good. You know what I mean? He held
his spots. He knew his role.
Exactly. They did one thing where he got on somebody. He locked his legs around somebody's neck, and then Jungle Boy spun him around or something like that. It was sweet. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic match, though.
Kaz and Daniels hit the Tombstone Piledriver BME combo, and they pick up the win. I was surprised to see SCU get the win here.
I was too.
Over Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt. But, I see so much money in them. Like, especially for kids. Somebody mentioned on Twitter, you could build a whole division, just marketing that team. I think it would be perfect for the kids.
Yeah, I agree.
They love stuff like that. Big guy, little guy, it just...
Yep.
It works.
It does work.
It definitely works. So, yeah, I thought the opener was solid.
I thought it was fantastic.
And from here, have you anything else to say about that match?
No, I loved it. I give it probably 4. Great opener. Great opener.
Pick Kenny Omega versus Pac. Pac. I don't know how I say Pac.
I say Pac, but on the show they were saying Pac. I'm blown away that this was the second match of the night.
That was surprising.
I
didn't see that coming.
Did not see that coming.
No.
Great match. But it really brought awareness to how close the railing is to the outside of the ring.
That was another concern I had. I hope for future shows they kind of move that back a little bit, because I noticed Omega banged his knees off it, and in the same match, Pac did too.
Yeah. I mean, give him another 5 feet. What do you? So you're missing, 1 row, 2 rows of seating. I don't know.
At the risk of hurting your talent.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
But really good match.
Yes.
I wasn't necessarily surprised with the outcome. I projected that Pac was going to win.
Because it looks like they're doing the Kenny Omega losing storyline. Even though he did win, I think, in the tag team match, he's lost every other match in AEW.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like kind of a redemption story. He just loses, and then has to climb his way back up to the top of the mountain.
I could see him going heel.
Okay. They tease that. They definitely could.
But Pac was the heel tonight. So, I don't really know what they're doing, I guess. But I could definitely see him turning heel.
They teased it.
Yeah, they teased it.
But you got the feud with Moxley coming up, too. So, depending on where Moxley fought, I mean, he could be kind of a tweener in between.
Yeah.
So
the Rebel or whatever, whatever you want to call him.
But I was surprised to see, Pac, make Omega pass out.
Yeah.
He hit the brutalizer on him, and the Rings of Saturn does this note. I mean,
I didn't like that finish.
You didn't?
I didn't like that finish.
Okay.
I thought it was a really good match. And to finish like that, I mean, I'm not against him tapping out,
right,
or passing
That's
out.
Some variety.
But I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Didn't click
I didn't like it because I don't see that from Pac. I don't see him as a submission
guy.
Specialist.
Okay.
And to make Kenny Omega pass out is just. I mean, it protected Omega, I guess, because he didn't quit. He didn't lose.
Right there. Sick. Oh. There you go.
I love it.
Would you say match of the night? I would say it's either this or the ladder match for me.
The ladder match was fire.
Ooh, I'm torn. They're both really, really good. I'd love to go back and watch this match again.
You have to.
So, anything else you want to say about Pac versus Kenny Omega?
Really good match. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. Protected everybody. Everybody, nobody lost in that match.
No, I think both guys came out winners, even though there was only one, but still.
Agree. They both got their shine. I liked the match. I thought it was really good.
Now, this is the part of the show for me where I felt it kind of went down in quality, just for me, and I know some people out there were complaining as well. This Cracker Barrel clash, Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc.
Loved it.
You liked it. Okay, this is where we're going to be a little bit on it, which is good, because I like when there's disagreement. It makes for good video. Okay, tell me why you liked it.
I loved it. I love they both went after Havoc. I'm not a big Havoc guy. I
don't really know too much about him. So
but they tie this idiot up on the chair outside and they pour tacks in his mouth. That's amazing. I loved it. I thought it was a great match. I don't feel like this is another match where I feel like nobody lost. Everybody. Joey Janela doesn't need to go over. He's already over. Darby Allin's already over. Jimmy Havoc's getting the win, is putting him over. I don't think Darby Allin could win. If he never won a match in AEW, he's going to be over because he's so dope. He's
Fair enough.
Good. And Joey Janela's crazy. He's the hardcore guy. He's going to be over. He can never win a match, and he's going to be over. I feel like everybody got their shine tonight in some way, shape, or form. Darby Allin put the barrel on his back and jumped off
the suicide jump.
And the biscuits. Come on. I loved it. It was gold. I loved it.
I don't know. It just, something didn't click for me. I don't know if it was just what it was.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into it. Maybe it was the stuff with the paper cut. That was so
The paper cut, that was ridiculous. That was a stretch. That was a stretch.
Like, okay, guys, what are we doing here?
It was a stretch.
I mean,
and it didn't, the cells, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like he was like here to the fingers.
It wasn't even close. Like, I mean, come on, and it was laminated.
Paper cuts suck, though.
Oh, they're the worst.
They suck.
I cry like a little girl when I get one. Just kidding. But, anywho, I don't know. I just, I don't know. Maybe it was just because I was tired. I just couldn't. I thought it was
I loved it. I thought.
At least you enjoyed it.
I loved it.
For one, it's not for me.
Fair.
And I usually like the hardcore matches. I don't know. I felt like something was off in this match for me. But Jimmy Havoc got the win. Anything else you want to say before we talk about what I thought was the dog shit match of the night?
Don't listen to him. That hardcore match was good.
You know what was the dog shit match of the night? The Best Friends versus the Dark Order. You could talk about this match because I was literally falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like I was getting close.
It was bad. So
who cares?
We had a little shindig here. Had some friends over to watch.
Fun and stuff.
And there was a lot of kids. And actually, the match of the night was me against a 7-year-old. I made him tap out twice.
You did. Did you win the title? You should have been crowned.
I actually gave him the title
because
I beat him so bad he wasn't happy. But that was probably the match of the night.
That was better than what was going on the TV.
I just wasn't a fan of it.
Who cares?
Orange Cassidy came out.
That was cool. Okay. I'm like,
he's pretty dope.
Because I don't know who he is. So I'm like, oh, okay, Orange Cassidy. I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is. So I felt like he made an impression on me.
Yeah.
Cool, he made his debut. But other than match went way too long. How long did that match? I felt like it went 20 minutes.
Too long. It was.
You 10 off of it.
To me, that match, you take that out.
Pre-show.
It makes the whole pay-per-view better.
Go faster.
It goes faster. It's
13 minutes. Jeez. Kidding me.
What? You know?
Well, and the winner gets a bye into the first round of the AEW World Tag Team Championship tournament, but again, didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not big on it. There's so many other better tag teams. I mean, Best Friends are cool. I like them.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Dark Order guy. But,
jobbers written all over it.
Yeah.
The women's match, I don't know if you caught much of it, because I know, like I said, we had a lot going on here, but I thought it was good. Riho versus Hikaru Shida?
Something like that.
I tried.
Thank you for trying.
I'm terrible with these names.
You did the part I didn't want to do.
That was a good match.
It was a good match. It was, it didn't...
Different style?
Different style. It wasn't locked in. I enjoyed
seeing that.
It wasn't locked in, but they told a pretty good story.
And I believe the winner will face Nyla Rose, who won the Battle Royale on was it the first episode to crown the inaugural AEW Women's Champion? Right. I believe that's the case.
That is the case.
Okay. The winner was Riho after Riho ducked a knee strike by Shida, and she spins around and transitioned into a roll-up for the win. So Riho is winning. And she's going to face Nyla Rose. So what do you think of that?
And she'll get squashed.
It's going to happen.
Nyla Rose is a tank, man. She's the beast.
Surprised I can't say it. Britt Baker.
I had her. I predicted her. I love seeing the old Emma Dashwood from WWE. I'm a big fan of hers. It was good to see her. But yeah, Nyla Rose is going to squash her. So
it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Speaking of inevitable, kind of a lame transition. Well, I tried to make that work. Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard in Shawn Spears' corner. And who was in Cody Rhodes' corner? MJF.
I love that guy. He's gold, too. I wish he had a match tonight.
But he was still on the show, so at the very least, you know.
And I was expecting him to turn on Cody.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. I wish it would have. MJF is a fantastic heel, and I would have loved to have seen him turn on the boss. Would have been cool, but he didn't. Pretty good match, though. I enjoyed the match.
Cody came out with the boss. Now I have to say, it's boss time! You knew I had to say it. That's for you, Michael Cole.
Should we play her? We should have had our music.
Oh, my gosh. The point of one thing I want to make about the note, Cody had pyro, and this is one criticism I have. He brought his dog Pharaoh out with him. That poor dog
didn't like it.
That was not a good move. No. I know we have when the fireworks go off, they hate it.
Hate it.
Why?
Didn't like it.
That pissed me off. Sorry, as an animal owner. Sorry, Cody.
Yeah.
You know better.
I get it. I get what he was going for, but
still,
just let the dog stay in the back. Keep the dog at home.
Poor Pharaoh.
Poor Pharaoh.
But I thought, what I like about Cody's matches is the stories that are told in them. I think all of them have delivered to date on pay-per-view, whether it was the match with Darby Allin.
Oh, that was good.
Teaming up with his brother to fight the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
The match with Dustin, match of the year candidate for me still. Might be my match of the year. I love that match.
I'm surprised we didn't see him tonight.
No Dustin.
I'm surprised. He didn't come out. You know, when they walked out, DDP, MJF, Brandy came out with Pharaoh. I thought for sure, because only one could stay, I was thinking it was going to be Dustin. He was going to come out and kind of surprise everybody. But what a surprise of Arn Anderson.
That got the pop tonight. Hitting the spine buster.
Yeah,
He's still one of the best spine busters.
Love it.
If not the best.
I love seeing him out.
That was a nice surprise. I like the use of the steel chair. Later on in the match, Cody, teasing, is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? So that came into play there. That was well done. He hit the disaster kick and Crossroads for the win.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Cody Rhodes pick up the win here. I thought
MJF came in after with the chair.
I was waiting at
it like he was going to hit
him. Teasing.
I called it.
Didn't happen.
I didn't call nothing.
That's okay. That's okay. Maybe eventually.
Yeah.
But I thought a good match, a solid match.
Yeah.
And I thought Spears looked good, and I liked Arn Anderson showing up. Tully, it was well done.
Well done, very well done. I liked all the stuff that they've been doing, the working, the videos, the YouTube, everything. promoting this match. I thought it was really, really good.
It was being the elite.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Agreed.
Until you get the TV show launched October 2nd. Let's talk about, this might be a candidate for match of the night. The Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks.
I love these guys.
Even with the hairline. It's getting
the
bad.
Sasha Banks hairline.
It's so bad. They should just, what should they do? Should they just...
No, don't let it go.
No. You gotta keep the hair.
No, you keep it. Fight.
I think they can make it work, though.
Fight the good fight, brother. Just keep wearing a headband. Get some of these.
See?
We can talk to Daniel. He'll get you.
I'll hook you up.
He'll hook you up.
And where do you even begin? There was too much to even recap. It's like you can't.
It was high energy the whole time.
Yes, it was.
I don't know how I feel about when one Lucha Bro was doing a move on a Buck was doing it to the other Lucha Bro. I don't know. I mean, I liked it because they were all high risk maneuvers.
Yep.
I just don't know how I feel about them doing it at the same time to their partner. I don't know. Because if I see somebody going to my partner, I'm going to help him. I'm not just going to keep going.
Let's do the spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
you knew it was going to be a spot fest going into it.
For sure.
And it delivered in that game. Tables crash, fall off ladders.
Yeah.
Pentagón getting unmasked. I thought that was really shocking.
Yeah,
wow.
I thought that's what they were going to do to turn the Bucks heel. I thought that was going to be the Bucks heel.
You were saying it.
I thought there was going to be a lot of heel turns, like the Bucks, Kenny Omega, like the big names. I thought were all going to go heel, so you could get some faces brought in.
Yep.
To pump some younger guys up. But I did like the mask.
That was a nice spot.
And when Nick he was up, he was getting it. I got the belt, and he pushed it over. And he flew through those
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God, he died.
I thought he almost got caught up in the ropes.
He died, yeah. I thought he died.
The Lucha Bros win.
They did.
They grabbed the titles. Kind of took them a little bit long to grab that. It kind of reminded me, remember Jack Swagger trying to get the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Why you got to say like him, though?
It was Jack Swagger. Remember that though? Yeah. It kind of took me, I'm like, you couldn't get the damn, they had to edit it.
Can we not talk about Jack?
I'm one of the worst
ever.
I don't even have the belt. One of the worst world heavyweight champions ever.
Oh.
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger. Seriously?
Shout out, Jack.
No shout out.
No, we're not going to do that.
We're not.
He's a hookie. He's a hookie, but let me tell you, JR here, folks. Boomer Sooner. Get my barbecue sauce. It's jrsbarbecue.com.
Is that really the website?
Barbecue. Yeah, you can type it in now.
God. Type it in.
We love you, JR. What'd you think of commentary tonight? I mean, I know we couldn't really hear them. We got Marvin, what's his name? Golden Boy and Excalibur.
And then good old
JR.
Marco.
Sassafras.
I mean, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was fine.
I'm glad I got Alex He was awful. I'm sorry. I did not like him at all on commentary for the first couple shows. He was bland and monotone. And oh my goodness, look at this. Exciting, isn't it? I mean, come on, put some passion into it.
Agree.
Jeez.
I agree. He must have been tired. Maybe he was doing all the late matches and he was tired. I'm whooped, personally.
We got to talk about what happened after the match. LAX arrived. They beat down the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros. What do you think about these guys debuting? My good brother Justin Mack called it. I talked to him on Thursday. We talked about our predictions and everything. And he said their contract was up and he said watch them come. He didn't know. He thought, I don't remember if he said tonight or October 2nd, but he called it. And that was a nice surprise.
Awesome tag team. Yeah, okay. Pumped.
Anything else?
You just made the list.
Wait a minute. That means we are ready to talk about the main event. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
See, the problem to me is it started at probably 11:45.
It's late. It's a late show.
I'm old, man.
You're tired.
I'm an old man. I'm tired. I got old bones. I need to start drinking new milk so I get younger bones. Have a bone drive. People can donate bones. It was late.
It was.
You could tell the crowd. I think you said it. The crowd they're sleep,
it's fatigued. When you sit there for 4. I mean, I did WrestleMania this year, and we were there from 5:30 to midnight.
That's crazy.
Well, actually, 12:30. So 7 hours.
That's crazy.
We were fatigued.
Yeah.
It takes a toll.
It does, for sure.
But I thought, we had a little color in this match. We had Jericho rocking the dad bod. You saw the ref clearly hand the blood. No. That was awful.
No, Chris Jericho's body is that of the 300 Warriors, the Spartan Warriors. You do not talk about Chris Jericho's Kofi Kingston chest. You leave him alone.
He's the Ayatollah of rock and roll, baby!
I love it.
How can you not?
I love it.
At this day and age, Jericho.
He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
And he is the first AEW champion.
Yeah.
I saw it coming.
Resume. I saw it coming. You can't put it on Hangman.
Sorry, I like him, but you build and build and build and build. He's not ready. You want a recognizable name. Exactly. Jericho is name recognition.
Yeah, for sure.
Boom. I'm not saying he has to hold it for a year.
No.
He could lose it 2 months from now.
Agree.
Or 3 months.
He could lose it opening night of TNT, October 2nd. Let him, but agree. To build that name, you need that name.
Yes.
To next level. For sure. That
was a good match.
I thought it was a good match.
Wasn't it great? You know,
there were a couple spots where Jericho really saved the match. See, I don't want to sound because I sound like a groupie or whatever, Jericho stan, but like there were a couple spots where Paige was trying to just body him around too much, he's like do too many power moves.
Slow down.
Yeah, he kind of saved the spot where Paige couldn't pick him up, and he turned it around into like I think it was the Walls of Jericho. Mm-hmm. But it was just like I don't know. It was a good match. I like the match.
Judas Effect for the win. What do you think of his new finish? Still gotta grow on you.
Yes, it does. I mean, I get why he's doing it with this MMA training he's been doing, but like, I don't know. I love the walls.
I love the code breaker. That thing comes out of nowhere.
His code breakers are getting a little
sloppy.
Yeah, they're a little sloppy Joes.
It's like his body. No, I'm just kidding.
Leave that magnificent creature alone. Damn.
Or I'll make the list.
You already made the list.
I'm proud to be on the list. Who wouldn't want to be? But the point being, well, that can be arranged. The point being is, I think it's a smart move to have Jericho. I mean, there's so many options. You could have a mega feud with him. Yeah. You got Moxley. You got who else?
You could throw Pac up there for beating Omega.
Okay.
You want to throw Cody?
Cody?
Have
they ever fought before?
I'm sure probably.
Had a match here or there?
Yeah, I'm sure.
In WWE.
But then again, Jericho's taking breaks to do Fozzy. I just don't know if there are times aligned when Cody Rhodes was at the top of his game. I don't know. That's an excellent question. I don't know. But yeah, depending on what you do with... I mean, Jericho's full-blown heel. So depending on what you do with Omega, do you have the rubber match where Omega won the first one in New Japan? Jericho won the second one at the first AEW pay-per-view.
Full Gear on November 9th in Baltimore. So there you go. The next pay-per-view, you could build to that match.
That's the next pay-per-view, November 9th?
Which I think they should do every other... I think if you're going to charge $50... You should have less pay-per-views.
But they're not all, Fyter Fest was free.
Or have them be
Fight
free.
for the Fallen or free.
Maybe do like 4 big ones a year, double or nothing, all out, your big 4, essentially.
Agree. Your big 4. I agree. So, but I think you got to do them every month just to keep people engaged.
Okay.
I was kind of, I don't say disappointed, but I wanted to see this title be given before now. I mean, you talk about when was the first pay-per-view in May?
Yeah.
So you're telling me I had to wait May, June, July, August, basically 5 months to get a champion?
And we still got a crown tag champs, a women's champ. Maybe there'll be a secondary title introduced. So there's a lot of variables at play here.
I mean, I know you want to wait for stories to get developed and stuff, but, I mean, what better way to develop a story than somebody going after the gold?
True. Simple story. It always works.
Works every time.
It always sells. So, anything else you want to say about the main event?
I'm just glad it was the GOAT.
Okay.
That's it. I just figured you can't throw your WWE legacy out the window. I mean, Vince hates that man now. You cannot throw that out the window without getting something in return.
See, Jericho knew. He knew what he was getting into.
He knew what he was getting into.
He knew what he was going to get. He was going to get it. See what I did there? It.
Drink it in, man.
Love it. I love it.
Drink it in.
I'll always be a Jericho fan.
Always.
So
he's the GOAT.
Now it's time for the part of the show where we give our grades. We do the A, B, C, D, E, F. Whatever you want to give the show. Now, after thinking about it,
E? We giving E's?
You can give. I've never given an E, but I don't even know. No E's. No E's even exist. I never got an E in school, so we're not going to do E's.
I don't know.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No E's. I'm
between a C+ and a B-. I think I'm going to go B-. I thought it was solid, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. It's not to say it was bad. I'll go B-. That was good, solid.
I'm going B for the fact that I'm trying to compare this, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm comparing this to a WWE pay-per-view. And I know who's going to win WWE pay-per-views the minute they go, hey, this match is booked. This match is booked. Yeah. And it's a month before the pay-per-view. I know who's going to win it. This one I was wrong on a few. I was wrong on the Cody. I thought for sure Spears was going to go over.
I did too.
I called the Kenny Omega loss.
I didn't see that coming.
But there were a lot of matches where you were
either way.
And for that reasoning, I'm going with a B. I'm going with a solid B.
Okay.
I don't think it was their best pay-per-view by any means.
No, I thought Double or Nothing easily was their best.
Do you think this pay-per-view would have been better if Moxley was there? Because then you could use Pac as a surprise.
You could.
So
with the match, well,
did Moxley's staph infection trash?
No.
But give this a grade that it shouldn't have, because you used Pac in the match instead of as a surprise. Maybe he came out and interfered with Cody. Maybe he came out and interfered against Omega that match.
I didn't think of it that way.
I don't know.
Huh.
I was ready for Punk. I keep saying Punk's not coming.
I know he wasn't showing up. That's okay.
It's okay. We're
Patience
waiting.
is a virtue.
We are waiting.
I'm a very patient boy.
We are waiting. I'm not. Get your ass here.
Well, speaking of thumbs up, thumbs down, 81% gave it a thumbs up here on my Twitter poll at YouTube or at DanielGeyser412 on Twitter. 19% gave it a thumbs down, so I think it's quite in line with what we thought, that B grade, B range. So you guys have spoken. And anything else you want to say about this show before we wrap it up here? Because it is late. It is 12:30.
Justin Mack, thank you for splitting it with me because I'm cheap. $25.
That's not bad.
I'll pay $25
That's
for that. I'll pay $25 for that, for
Okay.
sure. I got my money's worth. I appreciate you coming over.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Anything you want to plug while we're on the air here? You know, talk about Oakwood, because I know that was really good.
Did you like that?
Yes, I did.
Thank you,
Billy
man.
Friedson was in that.
Yeah,
Shout out to Billy.
Billy.
I was rooting for you, Billy, but this guy right here, this a-hole, just bam, popped a bullet. Well, spoiler.
No, come on.
Oh, no.
Dude, that's a forward. Shut up. God. No, don't even watch it. It's a waste. Don't watch Oakwood. Don't watch it. Go on Amazon Prime and watch That Night. That's an oldie. There you go. It's an oldie. It's an oldie, but it's a good one. Follow me on Instagram at Matt Rossman, NHP. Shout out to New Hollywood Productions. You're my boys.
There you go. Anything else you could think of?
Shout out to Cracker Barrel for sponsoring the Cracker Barrel
that's right.
Clash.
That's right.
And their biscuits.
That was a first.
Shout out to Popeyes and their new chicken sandwich. Haven't had it yet.
Throw them in there.
Go Browns.
Oh.
What?
Where am I? You know where I'm from. I'm down there in Pittsburgh. God,
I got nothing else.
That's it. On that note, folks, I can't talk. Thank you for tuning in here.
You know, actually, I do have something else. Tyler Naquin, my dog, Tyler Naquin on the Indians, tore his ACL, and he's done for the year. And it breaks my heart. Prayers for Tyler Naquin and his ACL. Next year, Tribe, because you're done without him.
Did you say baseball?
Baseball.
Well, they're still better than the Pirates, so that's all that
better
matters.
than the Pirates.
Pirates suck.
The
Suckers!
Sucks.
No, not the Penguins.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, not the Penguins. You got to give me the Penguins.
There, I'll give you the Penguins.
So with that being said, folks, thank you for tuning in here to youtube.com/DanielGeyser412. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGeyser412, Facebook.com/DanielGeyser1994, and be sure to visit CaneActionTeam.com for all your latest preeminent stunts in Akron, Ohio. That is CaneActionTeam.com. So until then, guys, we are out. Thank you for tuning into this late night review. Like, subscribe, and be sure to check out Matt's stuff as well. Links will be down below in the description box. So until then, guys, we are out, and have a great night.
Later, guys.
See ya.